Good Sunday morning, everybody. Good Sunday morning. Welcome to Sunday with Spirit. For those joining for the first time, this is not a political pull. It is a spiritual pull because it's Sunday. Don't worry, no standing, sitting, kneeling, but some jumping up and down and dancing on the web of creation. So every morning at about 7:30, I do a little meditation for the planet, for our political, struggling world that is so judgmental in so many different ways. And so I like to get quiet and put just a blanket of compassion on the planet. And this includes compassion for the earth, compassion for Sky Father, compassion for our leaders who think that they need to take more than they need. So I thought I'd pull some cards. I do this a lot. I pull some cards and then I'll add some others during this meditation or right before. So let's see what we get. And it doesn't matter what time we do this. If we choose to do it at a different time, this is going up at 12:01 on Sunday morning Pacific time, so it doesn't matter. We're just putting that blanket out in this, it's seemingly like cold world, and we're just giving it a little snuggly blanket. Let's see what we get. I'm using Shaman's Dream by Alberto Villoldo and Colette Baron Reed. And then I'm using Tony's Shining Hawk Healing's Medicine, what does she call it? Medicine Healing Oracle deck. Look at this that it comes into. I've lost a feather, but that's really beautiful. So thank you, Tony. And I'm so happy she's back on YouTube again. So let's see what we get. First card. Skywriting the fates. Why are we even doing this comfort blanket on the earth if it's already written? If it's already written in the fates in the sky, that there's no changing any of this. Well, that is true to a certain extent. There are some things that we agreed to when we decided to come down to this 3D experience, to this Earth experiment. And I like that people are calling the U.S. government this experiment in democracy. And I think of coming down to this 3D experience as another experiment, this Earth experiment. That struck me the other day when I go, oh, hey, look at that interconnected word there. But the skywriting of the fates, there are certain things that we came down here to experience, and they're non-negotiable. For example, maybe we did have a say in the time that we came here. What about, do we have a say in the time we leave here? Maybe. That is debatable, and we're not going to really tap into that. But there are certain things that happen in our awareness that we didn't really imagine that we would agree with. Like, I would never agree, to have certain things going on the planet, yet here I am observing them. And one of the keys with this skywriting of the fate, this card is a lot about judgment, what we think is good or bad in this fate that we are living in. So if we can let go of our judgment and flip the judgment from you're wrong, I'm right, or I'm wrong, you're right, whatever. If we can flip that script to curiosity, how do we deal with this thing that we're dealing with right now? How do we be curious about it so that leads us away from judgment, it leads us away from fear, it leads me anyway, into a little bit of an excitement. Ooh, how can I work this? How can I massage this so that it doesn't feel so bad? How can I massage this so that it feels good? Skywriting the fates. Let's be curious. Let's have fun. Let's dance on this web that the fates have made for us as we made for ourselves. In the hand, the universe is your partner. Okay. Skywriting the fates with the universal. So it feels to me like when I agreed to this soul contract to come down here, that I have all my helping spirits, I have my angels, I have my guides, and in the last 10 to 15 years, I've discovered my power animals, using Gaia and Mother Earth to help me navigate whatever I wrote in the sky for my fate. And I have the universal partnership of my guides and angels, my departed loved ones, my master teachers. And so thank you guys for being here. Just saying that right now. And the third card, yeah. Okay. I think they're telling me to shut up right now. You shut up. No. Get quiet. Deep quiet. Meditation and stillness. Recently, I went into a meditation stillness place. And when I got there into this space, and if we go there with an intention, and this is why I like the shaman way, is that we get to meditate with an intention, and it's a journey. I get to walk on a path. I get to fly into space. It's the journey of, helps my 3D brain put it into some sense. And when I went up to the galactic, there was, the council that is there, multiple people, energies. I heard so clearly, you need to be quiet more. You need to get into that spiritual space, this spiritual space more. And the interesting thing that I heard was, you, meaning me, Danny, I am not giving them enough information to recreate another world or to help heal this world. So it feels like it's just not a one-way street. They give us comfort and healing. We give them life information from this 3D world. So it's so important for all of us when we're doing this blanket prayer of protection, of compassion, of healing, that it's also a two-way street. We're giving something, we're getting something. Okay, let's look at what Tony's cards have to say. Shining Hawk Healing. And the deck is called Morning Sky. We'll just go at the top. Earth. Eagle Spirit. So when we got two Earths here, when we call on Eagle Spirit, normally this is an eastern direction for me. Calling on the power animal of eagle. And eagle takes us above the earth so that we're not mirrored in the muck. I think that's the right word. We get to rise above it, and we get to see the earth from a higher point of view, where we are not absorbing the energies, but we are above it. And we get to have a clearer point of view of that. And if we go to this, angels and guides. Angels and guides. Oh, love it, love it, love it. Thank you. Look, right next to the universe is your partner in the hand. Who do we call on for support when the world seems upside down? When our eagle spirit lands on the earth and goes, oh, Lordy, who do we call on? Do we call on angels? For those who are agnostic or atheist, who do you call on? I should ask my wife. But know that we have those angels, we have those guides. And they give such a comfort. And we can send them out on eagle's wings to go around to the places on the earth that really need it, need that comfort. Deep quiet, meditation and stillness, we get the journey. And this is what I was talking about with the shamanic journey, getting into the quiet, going into the unknown, listening to your power animals, your helping spirits, the Galactic Council. Journeying into that space where it seems like, well, it's just quiet until we have, that curiosity. Why am I here? Go into that curiosity, not to feel all this pain and anger and joy and happiness. What's the bigger picture? It's an unknown. We get to journey into that with our stillness, with our quiet. And the last card. Walk in beauty. Oh, love this. When we are walking in our fated life, whatever that is, with all the bumps, with all the bruises, how do we walk in beauty? How do we carry that sacredness when we are faced with things that we may not really think we want to be faced with? Everything's a learning experience. Everything needs to go back to the universal energy that is our partner. Goes back to where we start writing our soul contract. And how do we navigate that so that we don't have to come back and deal with that same stuff? How do we fix it? It's curiosity. It's walking in beauty. That's for me anyway. Walk in beauty. Whew. All right, thank you all for being here. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Appreciate you all. Walk in beauty. Peace and love.